Ladies and gentlemen, when most people step into the world of investing, they're looking for shortcuts. They want the quick win, the hot stock tip, the overnight success story. But here's the truth. Most beginner investors miss the very strategy that separates the amateurs from the legends. That strategy is long-term vision and consistency. See, investing isn't just about money, it's about mindset. It's about planting seeds today that may not bloom tomorrow or even next year, but will one day grow into a forest so vast that your future self will thank you for your patience. Think about it. Every legendary investor, from Warren Buffett to Ray Dalio, didn't build their wealth by gambling. They built it by mastering the art of delayed gratification. They understood the power of compounding, that small, consistent actions over time multiply into extraordinary results. Most beginners fail because they chase noise instead of wisdom. They get distracted by every market dip, every headline, every rumor. But the winners, the ones who rise above the crowd, stay focused on their plan. They invest not just money, but belief, resilience, and discipline. Here's what I want you to remember. Patience is not weakness. It's your greatest weapon. Discipline is not boring. It's your secret advantage. Vision is not optional. It's the very foundation of lasting wealth. So if you're starting your journey, don't miss this strategy. Don't look for the fast lane. Build your own road, brick by brick, investment by investment, choice by choice. Because in the end, wealth is not just about what you earn, it's about what you become in the process. And one day, while others are still chasing, you'll be harvesting. While others are panicking, you'll be thriving. While others gave up, you'll stand tall. Because you didn't miss the most important strategy of all, the power of staying the course. The market will test you, life will distract you, but your future self is waiting. Waiting for the seeds you plant today. Don't miss this chance. Invest not only in assets, but in your mindset. And remember, what you water will grow. Thank you. When it comes to investing, most beginners fall into the trap of short-term thinking. They want to see immediate results. They buy a stock today and expect it to double tomorrow. They jump into the market with excitement, but the moment it dips, fear takes over and they sell in panic. This is the cycle of the short-term thinker, always chasing, always reacting, never building. But here's the truth, wealth is never built in days. It's built in decades. Think of an oak tree. You don't plant a seed and expect a towering tree overnight. It takes years of growth, seasons of change, storms to withstand, and roots to deepen. Investing is the same. The market rewards those who have patience, resilience, and vision, not those who panic with every gust of wind. When you shift your perspective to long-term thinking, everything changes. Suddenly, a market dip is no longer a disaster, it's an opportunity. Instead of fearing volatility, you welcome it as a chance to buy more at a discount. You stop measuring success by days or weeks and start measuring by years and decades. That shift in mindset is the difference between being a gambler and being a true investor. History proves this. The stock market has always had ups and downs, wars, recessions, crises, pandemics. But over the long haul, it has consistently grown. Those who tried to time the market often missed the biggest gains, while those who stayed invested with vision and patience reaped the rewards. Thinking long-term doesn't just apply to money, it applies to your life. The choices you make today, the sacrifices you endure, the discipline you practice, all compound into a future that your present self can hardly imagine. The gym session you commit to today, the book you read, the skill you practice, the dollar you save, they may not show results instantly, but over time, they build a life of abundance, strength, and freedom. Short-term thinkers are distracted by noise. Long-term thinkers stay focused on the signal. Short-term thinkers are emotional. Long-term thinkers are disciplined. Short-term thinkers look for shortcuts. Long-term thinkers know that consistency is the only shortcut that works. So ask yourself, are you thinking about what you can get today or what you can build for tomorrow? Are you chasing quick wins or are you planting seeds for a harvest that will feed you for years to come? The greatest investors, entrepreneurs, and leaders all share one trait: vision beyond the moment. They see what others cannot. They hold steady when others panic. They play the long game, and that's the strategy most beginners miss. Don't be one of them. Anchor your vision beyond the present. Train your patience. Stay the course. Because when you think long term, you stop just investing in money. You start investing in a future that is limitless. If there is one force in the financial world that has the power to turn ordinary people into millionaires, it's not luck, not lottery tickets, not even the next hot investment trend, it's compounding. Albert Einstein once called it the eighth wonder of the world. Why? Because compounding is proof that small, consistent actions can create extraordinary results over time. Let's break it down simply. Compounding happens when your money earns returns, and those returns begin to earn returns themselves. It's growth on top of growth, wealth building on autopilot. It's like planting a seed that doesn't just grow into a tree, but eventually grows into an entire forest. Here's the beauty: compounding doesn't require brilliance. It requires patience. You don't need to predict every market move or discover the next trillion-dollar company. What you need is to consistently invest, let time do the heavy lifting, and allow compounding to work its magic. But most beginner investors miss this. Why? Because compounding doesn't show fireworks at first. In the early years, the growth feels small, almost invisible. It's tempting to give up, withdraw money, or chase something that promises quicker results. But here's the secret: compounding is slow in the beginning and explosive in the end. What looks unimpressive at first becomes unstoppable later. Imagine this: if you invest $500 a month for 30 years, earning an average return of 10% annually, you don't just end up with the $180,000 you put in. You end up with over $1 million. That's the magic of compound, in turning consistency into abundance. But compounding isn't just about money. It's about life. Every workout compounds into better health. Every book you read compounds into wisdom. Every skill you practice compounds into mastery. Every relationship you nurture compounds into deeper trust and stronger bonds. Success in any area of life is not built by massive action once. It's built by small, repeated actions multiplied over time. Here's the key: compounding requires faith. You must believe in the process even when the results aren't obvious. You must resist the urge to quit when the growth feels slow. You must protect your investments, both financial and personal, from being drained by distractions, fear, or impatience. Think of compounding as your silent partner. It works while you sleep, while you live your life, while years go by. Every day you stay consistent, you give it more power. So ask yourself, are you sabotaging your future by seeking quick wins, or are you building unstoppable momentum by trusting the power of compounding? The truth is this: compounding doesn't just grow your money, it grows you. It teaches you patience, discipline, and vision, and the sooner you master it, the sooner you stop playing small and start building something extraordinary. Don't underestimate the small. Don't ignore the slow. Because in time, the small becomes great, and the slow becomes unstoppable. That's the power most beginners miss. That's the power you must master. The truth is, money doesn't make or break investors. Emotions do. Most beginner investors fail not because the market was against them, but because they were against themselves. Fear, greed, impatience, and doubt. These emotions cause people to buy high, sell low, and chase shiny opportunities that disappear as quickly as they appear. But successful investing requires something deeper than knowledge. It requires discipline. Discipline means sticking to your plan when your emotions are screaming at you to abandon it. It means staying calm when others are panicking, and staying humble when others are greedy. Discipline is not about ignoring your emotions. It's about mastering them. Think about it. When the market drops, fear whispers, "Sell now before you lose everything." But discipline replies, "Hold steady, the storm will pass." When the market surges, greed whispers, throw in more money, chase the hype. But discipline replies, stick to your strategy. Don't be blinded by the crowd. History has proven this again and again. Investors who let emotions dictate their decisions end up reacting to every dip and spike, constantly stressed and constantly losing. But disciplined investors, those who create a plan and stick to it, ride out the waves, and over time, they come out far ahead. Discipline also means saying no, no to unnecessary risks, no to impulse buying, no to distractions that take you off course. It's easy to get caught up in trends, cryptos, meme stocks, or the next guaranteed winner. But discipline reminds you that the goal isn't excitement, it's freedom. And here's the secret. Discipline isn't just about investing. It's about every part of your life. The discipline to wake up early and work on yourself. The discipline to save instead of spend. The discipline to learn when others waste time. The discipline to keep showing up even when it's hard. These small acts of discipline compound into a life of strength, confidence, and abundance. Now, let's be real. Discipline is not glamorous. It doesn't give you instant results. It doesn't feed your ego with overnight success stories. But it does something far more powerful. It builds unshakable stability. While others are tossed around by their emotions, you remain steady. While others lose control, you stay in command. So the next time your emotions try to hijack your decisions, pause, breathe, ask yourself, am I reacting out of fear or greed, or am I acting with discipline and clarity? That one moment of awareness can save you years of regret. Discipline is the bridge between intention and results. Without it, you're at the mercy of your emotions. With it, you become unstoppable. Most beginner investors miss this truth, but not you. You're building not just wealth, but character. You're training not just your wallet, but your will, because in the end, those who master discipline don't just win in investing, they win in life. One of the hardest lessons for beginner investors and for people in life is learning to wait. We live in a world of instant gratification, instant likes, instant deliveries, instant results. But when it comes to building wealth, health, or greatness, the rewards are rarely instant. They are delayed, and only those who learn to wait with patience and consistency reap them. Delayed gratification means this: choosing short-term sacrifice for long-term success. It means resisting the temptation to spend today so you can build financial freedom tomorrow. It means staying invested through ups and downs, trusting that time will multiply your choices into something extraordinary. Here's the problem. Most beginners sabotage themselves because they want results too fast. They invest and expect wealth overnight. They save for a few months and then splurge when it gets hard. They forget that success is never a sprint. It's always a marathon. Think of the farmer. He doesn't plant seeds today and expect a harvest tomorrow. He waters, nurtures, and waits. The harvest always comes, but only to those willing to wait. Investing is the same. The seeds you plant today, whether in stocks, businesses, or even habits, need time to grow. And the waiting period is what separates the disciplined from the desperate. Science even backs this up. In the famous Stanford marshmallow experiment, children were given a choice: eat one marshmallow now or wait a little while and get two. The kids who waited went on to have greater success in school, careers, and relationships. Why? Because they mastered the art of delayed gratification, the ability to see beyond the present moment. The truth is, every choice you make is either feeding instant pleasure or building future freedom. That coffee you skip, that dollar you save, that hour you invest in learning, all of it adds up. Each decision is a vote for the person you want to become. But delayed gratification is not just about money, it's about character. It's about training your mind to focus on vision, not distraction. It's about strengthening your patience, your resilience, and your ability to stay the course when the world tries to lure you into shortcuts. Ask yourself this: are you living for the thrill of now, or are you building for the freedom of tomorrow? The spender enjoys today, but struggles tomorrow. The investor sacrifices today, but thrives tomorrow. And the difference between the two is simply the ability to delay gratification. When you learn to wait, life rewards you generously. You not only build wealth, but also discipline, patience, and clarity. And one day, while others are trapped by their choices, you'll be living free because you embrace the power of waiting. Remember this: quick pleasure fades, but long-term rewards last. Don't settle for one marshmallow now when life is offering you the whole bag later. Most beginner investors think the game is all about dollars, charts, and numbers. They obsess over stock picks, market predictions, and strategies. But here's the truth: your greatest investment will never be in the market. It will always be in your mindset. Why? Because the market will always rise and fall. Trends will come and go. Strategies will change. But the person you are becoming, the way you think, the way you respond, the way you see opportunities, will determine whether you succeed or fail in the long run. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. With the wrong mindset, even the best opportunity looks like a threat. With the right mindset, even setbacks become stepping stones. This is why two people can look at the same market dip. One sees disaster, the other sees a discount. One panics, the other prepares. The difference isn't the market, it's the mindset. Investing in your mindset means feeding your mind daily with growth, discipline, and wisdom. It means reading books that expand your perspective, listening to mentors who challenge your limits, and surrounding yourself with people who inspire you instead of drain you. It means developing resilience so that when storms come, and they will, you don't collapse, but adapt and keep moving forward. Think of it this way: if your mind is weak, no amount of money will save you. But if your mind is strong, no setback can break you. Many lottery winners prove this. They gain sudden wealth, but without the right mindset, they lose it all. On the other hand, countless entrepreneurs and investors who started with little built empires, not because of luck, but because of mindset. Your mindset is also your shield against fear. Markets will test your patience. Life will test your courage. Without mental strength, you'll abandon your vision at the first sign of difficulty. But when you've invested in your inner world, when you've trained your patience, sharpened your vision, and anchored your values, you cannot be shaken. And here's the most powerful truth: investing in your mindset compounds just like money does. The more you grow, the more opportunities you see. The more discipline you practice, the more success follows you. The more you believe in your future, the more unstoppable you become. So yes, invest in stocks, businesses, real estate, but never forget to invest in yourself, because your money will only grow to the level of your mindset. Build a wealthy mind and the rest will follow. Ask yourself daily, am I feeding my fears or am I feeding my future? The answer to that question will determine everything. Your greatest asset is not your bank account, it's your belief system. And if you invest in your mindset as much as your money, you won't just create wealth, you'll create a life of freedom, strength, and limitless potential.